Welcome to another RDWorks Learning Lab. This is going to be a very quick session for a change, because I'm just really going to give you an update on the status of this new lightweight head design. I have not had an answer back from Cloudray yet about whether or not they're going to be stocking and selling this. So in the meantime, because I've had quite a lot of interest and demand, I've decided to make a very small batch for myself and make it available for you guys. I'm trying to make it as universal as possible. I've put a kit of parts together which basically is two pieces. We've got this pack here which has got the head in it, and it's got all the fixings and the clamp, and it's also got these two plates. Now these two plates will not apply to this machine because this machine has got the Cloudray C-type mounting bracket on the back here, which allows me to adjust up and down and in and out. Now what you'll have to do is to take your existing head off and leave this plate behind, this vertical plate. Now you'll also have to take this plate off. In a previous video, which I will put a reference to in the text beneath this, I show you how I have taken this very simple little jig and modified this plate with a couple of extra holes. So the idea here is that you drill through pilot holes with a 2.5mm drill. You open this one up to 3.2 for an M4 tapped hole, and you just tap that one M3, which is the 2.5mm tapping size that we're using for the pilot. Now if you don't have taps, then there is no reason why you shouldn't drill straight through 4mm and straight through 3mm, because within this pack there are nuts as well, which will enable you to put a nut on the back there and a nut on the back there. That makes it slightly more difficult to adjust, but only marginally so. So there are additional parts in this pack which A, will not be required if you've got the China Blue machine, and B, will not be required if you've got the top mounting rail like this, because these two plates here are for the China Blue machine. Now in addition, you'll find this little pack of fixings and springs. This is not for this machine because generally you'll have a lot of adjustment on mirror 2 that will enable you to set mirror 2 into the right position. But on the China Blue machine you may have to make your own new mirror 2 in accordance with the drawings and plans that I will send when you request this kit. And if you have this sort of machine with a front rail on it like the China Blue machine, then you will need these two mounting plates here. And again, the video for how the whole of this bracket and this plate is mounted and assembled will also be underneath this video. There'll be a link to it. So if you've got a China Blue machine or something similar, this will not be required. This pack of screws here will be all the screws that you need to make and assemble this bracket and your own new mirror holder. And these two plates here are these two plates here, which have already been drilled and tapped and counterbored for you, or countersunk for you, so that you can fix this directly onto your machine. There will also be a video attached which shows you how I modify the bracket that was previously on here. It's just been cut off and ground back, but I will attach a video for that as well. So whichever machine you're going to fit this to, you should find that you've got sufficient kit here to do it. So although several people have already expressed an interest, if you've got my email, just request again. If you do not have my email address already, then please add your disguised email address to a comment under this video, and I will get back to you with a data pack and a PayPal request for £30, which will cover postage to anywhere in the world as well. If you've got a C-type lens holder from Cloudray, you will need to turn the end off, the boss, so that you can put it up as high as possible. But it's not essential. Even if you leave that piece on, it will still work. So thank you very much for your interest, and I'll catch up with you in the next session.